Chair. So I do like some of the amendments that were put in the committee report, and so I don't want to attack that, to take those away, because I do like some of those. And I feel like, this is just a feeling inside, that this bill may go through no matter what I do. So I don't want those to go away. But on the other side, I do have some problems that I think need to be verbalized here. There's a statement here that quite often has an offer by the local government are economically or substantially identical. Economically and substantially is the term, identical to any other offer. The problem with that on a deeper level is on page 8, line 18, it says that we want to make sure that the seller is not inflating a sale, and I totally get that, above the market price. Market price is not a legitimate term when you're talking about this stuff. The term should be fair market value. The problem that I have with this is we're letting the government have the first right to buy this property at economically or substantially identical to any acceptable offer. Who's making the decision of this acceptable offer? Well, the people that have the first right of refusal, that's the government. That's not okay. We're not doing this at fair market value. We're doing this at some kind of market price that is set by who? The government, the ones that are getting to actually buy this property. And there's nothing in this language. This language is not strong enough to make sure that somebody else that wants to buy this property at a higher price doesn't have the ability to do that, because then it will just not be an acceptable offer. It will be an offer that is highly inflated according to the state or the local municipalities. Except we see all the time when people come in to buy a piece of property, a house or something else, that will pay higher than market value. We've watched that for the last 5 or 6 years, where people are offering $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 higher than market value on a piece of a piece of property, because they really want that. Well, according to this bill, the government can say, well, that's not acceptable. That exceeds what we deem as the market value for this. There's nothing in here that does not stop the state from just taking people's property at a value that they deem is acceptable. These are not the kind of philosophies that America is built on. There's other countries that have these type of philosophies where the government controls all the property, but this is not American concept. This is taking from the citizen at whatever the government says. Maybe the first couple years they'll float along in a nice, pleasant kind of way, but the moment that the state wants the property, they just say, well, anything higher than that's not acceptable. We believe that that's inflating it too high, and so we will take it at this lower price. And according to this bill, there's nothing that the citizen can do to say, no, my property is worth more, or another citizen saying, no, I would like to offer you more. No, the government has first right of refusal. You have to wait for the government to decide whether they want this or not before a citizen has the right to do this. This is not constitutional ideas of right to property ownership. It's harmful.